Alright, what's up you guys? Welcome to SHARKREALM as we are here looking at the new Mortal Kombat 2 sequel trailer, and we are here at the countdown of just 2 minutes shy from the official Mortal Kombat trailer, so I'm so freaking excited. If you were watching previously, they recently just shared the Mortal Kombat character art, or the poster render reveals, so I'll share my thoughts on those after, but for now, yeah, I'm really excited, so decided to cut the volume off real quick. But as you can see here, we are roughly shy of almost 60 seconds, so waited too long for this one, that's for sure. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, we have Simon McCoy. We are seconds away. I will turn the volume on once it starts. Alright, so it looks like we're getting the red band trailer. Oh shit, alright, here we go.
Everyone, I'm
Ed Boon
from the Mortal Kombat team. We're just seconds away from the Mortal Kombat 2 movie trailer featuring Johnny Cage, Katana, and other classic fighters joining the cast.
Alright, Ed Boon.
Can't wait for you to see Mortal Kombat 2 in theaters this October.
Alright, so I will say I will not be shouting or yelling during the entire trailer. I'm gonna really be watching it. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Trailer time. Red band. Let's go.
Uno mas, thanks.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight.
Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
Oh yeah.
Where the hell am I?
It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Fuck that.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
You dickheads in or what? I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms. Or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
I find you annoying.
Oh.
Not the face.
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be.
All right, you big ugly fuck. It's showtime.
Get over here!
Only the strong survive.
Finish him!
Are you shitting me? You don't have any powers?
Just incredibly handsome.
Oh Lord. So that was the Mortal Kombat official trailer coming in October 24th, and is the entire movie going to be Johnny Cage eccentric? Wow, I mean, Holy man. Let me process this real quick. Okay, so without going back to the trailer in terms of watching it based on memory, the whole movie just seems like a Johnny Cage redemption arc because of his failed movie career. So does that mean Liu Kang and Cole Young are gonna do absolutely nothing? I mean, oh my god. Alright, so let's go back to the trailer. Now let's kind of watch it and see what we can kind of take away from it. So let's kind of go back. And now you guys have to remember, Ed Boon gave his approval that this movie is great or whatever. So alright, so we have Johnny Cage drinking because we know he is a failed movie star. So that's fine. So okay, hold on. there's a lot I need to digest here, but alright, so we know Johnny Cage is contemplating his failed movie career. That's fine. Alright, so we've seen that during the other trailer before. Alright, this seems really funny to me for some reason, because to see Raiden in a costume inside a garage, and just thinking about it in a realistic perspective, it just seems so damn funny to me to see like a guy in a costume like that. However, I will say Raiden's costume does look pretty good. I mean, he's got the classic blue and white. It's a little modern update. I think it's a lot different compared from the first film, but I guess it's fine. I mean, okay, so not too much new there, but Sonya Blade is still in her jacket and black outfit. Alright. Alright, so I'm not too sure. Will Cole Young still be the guy to find Johnny Cage, and then Johnny Cage tells him to F off, and then Raiden and Sonya Blade go and get Johnny Cage? I thought the whole emphasis was that Cole Young was supposed to go entice him to join the tournament. So maybe he does, and maybe he just needed some extra backup because Johnny Cage didn't believe him. Kind of like a Logan and Wolverine joining the X-Men. So that's okay. So kind of a little on and off there. That's fine.
Are you coming or what?
Alright. So it looks like they're back in one of the realms. Not bad. A lot of green screen, but so we've seen the Kitana outfit before many months ago. Her outfit is pretty decent, and this was probably one of my concerns since the beginning, is that we know that a lot of movies these days, they tend to, you know, stay unmasked. So even though there are scenes with Kitana wearing the mask as well as Jade, which we'll talk about later, but I always feared, were they going to just showcase her without the mask? And it seems like that's going to be roughly the case with this character, or characters, at least female wise, because they need to show the actors' faces rather than you know, having them covered up. But alright, it's fine. Sonya Blade with the cliche, it's called Mortal Kombat. Alright, nothing too new there. Alright, so Kitana does look cool with the mask on, so it looks like she's trying to spar with Johnny Cage. Again, very heavily focused on Johnny Cage. This is something I was not expecting. I knew that he was going to be like a pivotal character, but dear lord, this movie just needs to be called Mortal Cage at this point. Alright, so we have Martin Ford as Shao Kahn. Side glimpse, pretty cool. So it looks like this might be one of his cronies. No, actually that could be King Jared. Maybe one or the other, I'm not sure. But dude does look like a beast, so that's nice. At least side profile wise, I like it. typical Wolverine from X-Men saying, denying the Logan, denying his request to join the X-Men. So Johnny Cage is roughly in that same category. I think that's King Jared, Sindel and Kitana's, or Sindel's husband and Kitana's father, but when they're taking over Adenia. So this could, is this Adenia? Maybe, not sure. Alright, so this is a really cool shot. We have the portal level scene from, I think, Mortal Kombat 2. We have Liu Kang in a brand new outfit. It looks like he's wearing a red torso piece with red shin guards and black pants. So that looks pretty cool, a little more muscular. Looks like we got Kung Lao. So Liu Kang will probably have to fight Kung Lao, and my guess for this will be this is not the traditional or normal Kung Lao. This will probably be a Revenant, or Quan Chi will probably resurrect Kung Lao, and then in terms of the tournament, Liu Kang will have to, for shock value, will have to fight Kung Lao. So I guess that makes sense, I guess. So that's fine. Alright, so yeah, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be the normal Kung Lao, so Liu Kang will have to fight his best friend or brother, and probably will have to kill him off, which is going to be sad, but okay. Raiden looks okay. So we do have Cole Young in the background, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, normal. Got Kano coming back. So this is another problem I have. Kano was already the comedic relief of the first movie. Johnny Cage is the other comedic relief. So now it looks like Johnny Cage will most likely overshadow Kano at this point. So will Kano... Well then, here we go. I mean, there's nothing. Kano got his eye stabbed at the end of the first film by Sonya Blade. Came back. Now he's with the good guys. So what the hell is all that about? Nobody knows. So that's a little odd choice for me, but fine. Alright, so here we have our first introduction to Jade since Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Let me see if there's a better... So, they gave her a bald head. Now, Jade is technically my favorite female Mortal Kombat character. I had a lot of high hopes for this character, and for Jade, I like to consider Jade as one of the more attractive females within the Mortal Kombat franchise. And especially with her wearing the green outfit, which is my favorite color. But to see her kind of be a little lackluster but bald, hopefully the acting is great, because she was in that show called You. So I've seen her acting, it's fine. But she does come with her staff, which is pretty cool. It's all in green. But yeah, it's a little bit of a departure from classic Jade, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Alright, Jax comes back, and now he's sparring with Jade? No, sparring with somebody. Alright, so it looks like there was a quick 2-on-1 fight. Oh shit. Alright, so Jax looks cool. He's got the updated arms and stuff. Nothing too new to say there. So training, I don't know if that was Jade, can't tell at the moment. Alright, who is he fighting here? Looks like he's sparring with Liu Kang, and that looks like Kano? Or just two random Outworld people? I don't know. Looks like Liu Kang though. Pretty sure that's Liu Kang. Raiden looks pretty badass again. I think he's like the most faithful in terms of outfit and costume design. Liu Kang with the fire effect, pretty cool. Shao Kahn in flames. Alright, our first introduction to Baraka. Alright, so Johnny Cage is fighting Baraka. Looks like that leak was true, so now we're gonna get a real bigger glimpse of Baraka here. Alright, holy crap. Yeah, I'm impressed with this one. It's leagues, miles ahead of the Mortal Kombat Annihilation version, so I'm pretty happy about that. No complaints there. Anything is better than the cheap rubber baseball mask and the jersey. This one we can see the Tarkatan village, looks pretty dope. It looks like his what do you call it? The retractable blades are more bone material. So, but otherwise it looks fine. I have no issues there. Cool looking character. So it looks like his mouth moves a bit odd. His mouth doesn't really move, so it must be a CGI mouth. Otherwise, design, everything else about it is pretty cool. Alright, so Jade is fighting Kitana in the forest. So we've seen behind the scenes of this. Todd Garner has posted photos on Twitter about it, but looks like they are going to be sparring, fighting, because again, Kitana will know the betrayal of Shao Kahn and probably Sindel, and Jade will probably have to convince her because that is her right-hand woman. Alright, nice fight scene, but again, like I was mentioning before, the lack of them wearing the masks it's crucial to Mortal Kombat, so I don't know why they're not wearing their masks. They need to wear the masks, but again, they need to show the actor's face, so that's like points off, but fine. Looks like we got, hold on. I don't know who this is. Does anybody know who this is? I don't know who this is. Can't really tell at the moment. Alright, so I thought these were the Kami Dogus, but it looks like it's something else. So not really sure what those are either, but looks like some kind of relics, I guess. I don't know. Pretty cool though. Alright, so kind of a blurry shot, but we see Sindel doing her signature scream. Can't really tell, it's a bit blurry, so I'll save my thoughts for her when I get more official shots, I suppose, but it's fine. Alright, Sindel is fighting Sonya Blade, alright. Not bad, not bad. The return of Scorpion, but he's not Scorpion, he's Hanzo. So what is going on with this? I don't know. I thought once Scorpion turns to once Hanzo turns to Scorpion, he basically stays as Scorpion. So the fact that he's back to being Hanzo, I don't know, that, or maybe it could be a flashback. Maybe it's a flashback, could be. Alright, Shao Kahn. We've seen this teaser image before from one Entertainment Weekly. Alright, so looks like we have another realm battle of Scorpion versus Noob Saibot. However, in the poster, it actually says Bi-Han and not Noob Saibot. So, looks like the name Noob Saibot is not coming back, so they're just going to call him Bi-Han as Noob Saibot. Maybe, perhaps, not sure. But, of course, he'll have to get his revenge after him and Cole Young kind of wrecked his ass in the at the end of the first film. So, how long this fight scene will be, I don't know, but hopefully it's good. But we do get a better shot of, well, Scorpion looks fine, pretty standard and similar to how he did before. So we don't get too much of a glimpse of... Alright. Noob Saibot, I'm gonna call him Noob Saibot anyway, so... Outfit looks decent. Looks like he's got the black hood, black armor, the sickle, black outfit, some silver armor, and then perhaps it's probably gonna be like a little more purplish hues. I guess it's fine. Looks okay. Even though the first Sub-Zero costume was pretty dope, but you know, gotta transform him pretty quickly to Noob Saibot. Now, we do have to remember that Quan Chi is in this film. They have not showed Quan Chi yet, and Quan Chi will be the one to most likely resurrect Sub-Zero into Noob Saibot, so we still have to see how that's going to turn out, which is pretty exciting. That is pretty sick. Noob Saibot's double shadow. Very nice. I'm glad they included this, unlike the freaking Annihilation Ermac versus Noob Saibot, but not bad. Or as I say, Noob Saibot coming out of Ermac when they're fighting Sonya Blade. And then we see a fatality here. Alright, so Martin Ford, or Shao Kahn, giving us the finish him technique. And unfortunately, he doesn't say, the mouth does not move. So looks like he just says finish him in a very masky material. But anything is better than what Annihilation gave us. I just kind of wish that the teeth or mouth would move. So I guess it's okay. I don't know, I'm alright, but overall, at least his stature is very beefy and musculature, so I'm pretty happy about that one. Alright, Kung Lao, holy crap, what did Kung Lao just do? Alright, so we have Kung Lao, right? So we have Liu Kang fighting somebody. Okay, so it looks like there's another 2-on-1 fight. Not sure what's going to happen there. Kitana is fighting her father or stepdad, aka Shao Kahn, using the spinning blade, giving us a really cool Saw-like atmosphere. Very nice effect. Pretty cool. I love the armor of Shao Kahn. Looks pretty beefy and batty. Not bad. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This might be a pretty cool scene because Kitana does have blood on her, so not bad. Johnny Cage doing some type of thing. I don't know who that is in the background, but we have Kano begging for forgiveness or some shit, whatever. Okay, so that was Noob Saibot, the shadow. So it looks like a lot of the characters are going to head down into Netherrealm to fight. So, very odd choice. What's going on? Where the hell is the tournament? I want to see the tournament. I want to see an arena full of people. Where is that? Otherwise, that's the Mortal Kombat official movie trailer. Thank you guys all for watching. I will break down the trailer even more as time goes on and once I digest, but for now, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this trailer. And yeah, I have pretty interesting, good feelings, mixed feelings, not too sure, but hopefully the movie seems a bit more promising than the first, at least. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. And please be sure to give a like and subscribe to help the channel grow. And yeah, the road to end hype to Mortal Kombat 2 has officially came. So I'll see you all in the next episode.